Good evening, America. I'm Karen Johnson.
I'm Marcus. I don't have a last name.
This evening, we have some important news from the tense situation in France. But first, let's go to Intern Baguette to recap what happened last week. Madam Baguette?
Thank you, Karen. In case you missed last week, or you're finally emerging from a cave of ignorance, let's discuss some of the background on the debacle in France. Our current directory was formed in November of 1795, replacing the Committee of Public Safety led by the fallen Robespierre. Set up by the Constitution of Year 3, it consists of a bicameral legislature called the Corpus Legislative.
In the lower house, we have a council of 500 delegates, or the Council of Sixth Sense, if you will. All delegates are 30 years or older.
Veto!
Woo! In the upper house, we have the Council of Ancients holding 250 delegates who are 40 years or older. It can also be called the Council des Anciens.
All delegates in both houses are able to vote and are given the power to accept or veto proposed legislation. People are unhappy about the extra-constitutional nature of the government. The left wing wants to end starvation.
Revolution! We want baguettes!
It's more the 1793 Constitution and end terrorization.
Guillotine! 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 Guillotine!
Stop. The right wants moderate continuation of the revolution and a stable social order based on personal liberty.
Needs blue!
France needs red!
France needs moderate purple. Born August 15th, 1769, into a family descended from old nobility, he went to military school and rapidly went up the ranks, culminating in his appointment as commandant of the artillery of the French army in Italy in February of 1794. One of his notable accomplishments was forcing Austria and allies to make peace. But when Robespierre fell from power later that same year, Bonaparte was arrested on charges of conspiracy and treason, and although he was acquitted, he was not restored to his previous position, nor did he wish to be.
Go ahead.
Born August 15th, 1769, into a family descended from old nobility, he went to military school and rapidly went up the ranks, culminating in his appointment as commandant of the artillery of the French army in Italy in February of 1794. One of his notable accomplishments was forcing Austria and allies to make peace. So Karen, back to you.
Thanks, Madame Baguette. Now we go to our correspondent from our partner Newstown in France.
Omelette de fromage!
Marcus and Karen, this is Omelette de Fromage. A lot has happened since we last spoke, so let's get caught up. In order to become the sole ruler of France, Bonaparte decided to overthrow the Directory, backed by both CA and the Moderate Party. A plan was made. First, CA would use Jacobin threats of rioting to move the Council of Ancients to the nearby Chateau de Saint-Cloud, where they would then discuss the creation of a tri-consulate consisting of Napoleon, CA, and Ducos. CA and Ducos would then resign from the Directory and convince the remaining directors to do the same, causing a power vacuum that would lead to the tri-consulate would then... So far, the plan has worked. The council had fully moved, although the only other director to step down was Barras. However, the Directory was now powerless, as law dictated that two directors could not act alone. Now soldiers backing Napoleon are waiting in the courtyard, yelling,
Viva Bonaparte!
And arguments inside the chateau are in motion. Here we have a member of the Council of 500. Do you have anything to say?
Oh, I will tell it, baguette, stupid American. I will tell it.
Has turned into a brawl. A grandeur tone stops a man from pulling a dagger. Napoleon is escorted out. Rangers under the chateau enter the command Marat, and council members are exiting from the windows and dropping the Roman counselor where to run faster. Councilors are verbally attacking Napoleon, breaking the Constitution of Year 3, and their expulsion from the council is all within legality. Yet, the Council of Ancients has approved the triconsulate. Now we wait for the Council of 500.
Napoleon, CA, and Ducos are now the leaders of France!
Historian Israel Clare says, The liberty which the French Revolution seeks to establish is immolated on the altar of personal ambition. Karen and Marcus, back to you.
Hello, America! We have breaking news just for you. As it turns out, Napoleon is speaking after his assumption as first consul. Baguette, are you there?
Yeah. Yes, Karen and Marcus. In fact, we're right here with Napoleon speaking. Let's listen in.
However much my detractors attempt to eradicate our support or suppress, they will find it very difficult to make me disappear completely. This honest historian will have to grant me something, and his task will be an easy one, and the facts speak for themselves. They shine as bright as day. I have closed the Gulf of Anarchy and cleared away chaos. I have purified the revolution and ennobled the people. I have stimulated competition, rewarded the deserving, and expanded the limits of glory. All that is surely something.
Here I have Professor Ben Wider, an educated citizen. What do you think of Napoleon, Ben?
There are 100 examples of his efforts for peace. On the very day that he assumed his functions as first consul, Bonaparte wrote to the King of England and to the Emperor of Austria, imploring them not to forgo the happiness of bringing peace to the world. England did not reply.
Alrighty. Thank you, Ben. A few last words from Napoleon.
My policy is to govern men as the greater number wish to be governed. That, I think, is the way to recognize the sovereignty of the people. I am the revolution.
Inspirational words. Marcus and Karen, back to you. 1.
Inspiring indeed.
Napoleon has also issued a list of reforms he hopes to make while in power, including but not limited to meritocracy in government, pardoned royalist immigrants, a centralized administration consisting of prefects appointed to rule new departments, hopefully created by 1800. Code of Napoleon, ensuring those who profit most from revolution, for example peasants and bourgeoisie, hold on to their church lands, a lycée system for secondary education.
In addition, he proposes to create a stabilized currency by backing the said currency with gold and silver, a national bank of France, a new secret police. He also hopes to put down royalist and pro-church rebellions, and to issue general amnesty to exiles, presumably to keep an eye on them. He will enforce harsh censorship and concordat. That's all the news for today. I'm Karen Johnson.
And I'm Marcus. See you tomorrow night.
You're gonna count down?
Yeah.
The Directory was formed in November of 1795, replacing the Committee of the Public Safety led by the fallen Robespierre.
Oh,
Set up by the Constitution of Year 3, it consists of a
Bicameral.
Karen, in case you missed last week, or you're finally emerging from ignorant.
In the lower house, we have
Upper house, we have the council of upper house.
I can't.
In the upper house, we have the council of Stop the monarchy! France needs blue.
France needs red.
France needs moderate purple.
Needs blue. Needs blue.
Napoleon's not done.
I'm bleeding.
Okay, you gotta count down.